Hey friends, Kevin here, and even though I'm in this big van on this particular trip, you know I like minivan builds, so I'm going to introduce you to someone else and let you see their build, and maybe you'll get some ideas from it. This is Buddy, and he's going to tell you all about his van build. Say hi, Buddy. This is Tina, and she's going to tell you all about her van build.
Hi, how you doing? Yeah. This is a no-build van build. You know, when you're in a pinch, and you just plastic drawers and a dresser and a twin-size bed.
That's it. And having a little dresser, it's cool because that gives you all kinds of storage space.
Oh God, yeah. I got this thing really packed with stuff. I like to have stuff.
And you women tend to have more clothes than us guys have to deal with too.
Mm-hmm.
Hair products and what have you. So you have a little power pack in here. You have a little refrigerator.
Yes, I have the refrigerator. See, I'm a fan of BudgetTravelGuy.
Isn't everyone?
So I was watching that one video and you were talking about the fridges, and I got the Apple Cool.
So you've had that for how long now?
Since roughly, I would say the beginning of August.
Okay. And you're full time, so this thing's been running full time every day, and it's held its temperature and done what you wanted it to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And when I'm at a friend's house, I just go and plug it in at their place.
Right.
But I use it regardless as my personal everyday fridge. It's not just used for a couple little camping trips or wherever, because wherever I go, it goes with me.
Okay. And while that runs on 12 volt, which we all use on the road, that one came with the adapter to be able to plug it into somebody's wall out. Because not all of those brands of little fridges do. Some of them don't include both cords. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So the AlpaCool does, which is really great for that price.
Well, yeah, because it came with both of the cords. Yeah, it came with both of the cords, and there's a lot of space in there. So I mean, you can fit a lot in there.
Yeah.
Like I can fit, the half gallon of milk and food, and of course, you always have to take stuff out of packages and repack it where it's flatter, so you can fit more in it. Mm-hmm.
And your mattress, where did you get your mattress? Because that's the important thing. Sleeping well is important.
Facebook. Lady, I went to a good area, and the lady was giving away the twin-size mattresses.
Nice. Okay.
And I just picked it up, and I was always sleeping on those cots, trying the cots, and it just wasn't working for me, and I need a bed.
Yeah, those cot things aren't very wide.
No.
Are they? And those frames, at least what I've seen, the frames they're kind of wobbly.
And
also,
if you move a certain way, that bottom leg will come right down and boom.
Okay. Yeah, not what you need in the middle of the night.
No, when you're like, ah! And then you fix that one, and then the other one falls, and you're like, you know what? I'm done with the cat stuff.
Well, we'll jump outside here, and then we'll talk about what got you on the road and some tips you might have for people that are thinking about doing this. So in your van build, you have now a refrigerator, you have a battery pack, you have one of the porta toilet things that you have for an emergency, you have your mattress, you have places to store things. So you pretty much have all of the basics.
Yep.
I mean, that you really need to be able to do this. You have one of the Mr. Buddy heaters.
Mm-hmm.
How many nights would you say you've used that altogether since you got into this?
I had to get used to it, because now it's kind of a mind, you have to really think of it, because a lot of people are really afraid of it.
Yeah.
And I was too. I was afraid that I'd fall asleep and
die.
Right.
From the fumes. Yeah.
So of course you always roll down your windows, at least, at least that much, and you probably do at least 2 or 3 windows, if not 4, just to make sure. And I pretend it's my little fireplace because I've never had a fireplace. So it looks like a little fireplace. So, you know, it warms up and it's like you really, you know, like, okay, I really want to get this going. And sometimes I'll use it for like an hour or 2 or 3 and then shut it off.
And then roll your windows back up.
And then hurry up and, yeah, I probably only used it maybe like a week, a couple hours here, a couple hours each day, whatever. But I feel more comfortable with it now. I feel more comfortable with myself using it. And because before it was just like this danger thing.
I think a lot of people that get into this spend way too much time trying to rip everything apart and do this full installation thing, when not realizing that it's just not going to make that much difference as much as what people think it's going to be. That's the reason I push everybody starting out toward doing very simple builds, but for most people it's just not needed.
Right. And with me, I don't have the capabilities and the knowledge to be able to even do that. Plus I'm still making a van payment, so I'm not tearing up nothing.
Right.
And, you know, people want me to do, like, what is that, the little, you know, just like with your little bed build thingy. I can't
You don't want to
saw
be
nothing.
hooking it to the floor and into the side.
Nothing.
Right.
I can't make little shelves and everything. So I'm not at that stage yet.
And you don't have to, because this stuff's big enough, heavy enough, and it's wedged. You've got things wedged together. When you hit the brakes and going down the road, it's not going.
Strapped.
It's and bungee strapped. It's not going to fly all over the place. So you don't have to have every little thing bolted into the floor.
No, and my van might not be as pretty as some with pillows and candles and everything great, but it works for me and it's functional, and it's like my mobile bedroom on wheels.
Especially if I was full time. If I was full time and I was living in my van, I wouldn't allow a candle, an open flame in that. That would not, you know, because I would not want to be 1,400 miles from home and it go up in flame because a candle turned over or something happened with an open flame.
And if you're really tired and you're lighting, I mean, for light, I have a headlamp, I have the Lucy light, I have the flashlight on my cell phone. That's all I need. It's bright enough and it's good enough, and I don't need all those little, I mean, some people, you know, they like decorating and all that and having the little light stream around their roof of their van and all that on the inside. I don't need all of that. I am content maybe as I go along and, you know, have more money to spend on that kind of fancy stuff. For right now, practical works, because a headlamp, you can use it for outside of the van and inside of the van. Your flashlight, same thing. Your Lucy light, you can go anywhere. So that makes more sense. Plus, on my Rock Pals, you have the little lights. So I have plenty of light. So the light isn't a problem for me. The thing that I want lit is a bonfire.
Yeah.
I love bonfires. I love bonfires. So man, you can get me by a bonfire, and I'm happy as pie. A lot of the stuff that people think you need,